Welcome everyone. We are just going to get right to it. I am mixing equal parts of part A and B of the Alumilite Quick-Cure Resin. It takes about 46 seconds to a minute to to mix. When you start to feel a warm sensation in the bottom of the cup, that means the chemical reaction is happening and it is starting to cure, so go ahead and pour it right then. Follow the directions. They're very explicit on how long it usually takes to stir and how long it takes to cure. Now, as you can see, I'm using the Silver Bells mold from Redesign with Prima, and I time-lapsed this part so you could actually see it start to cure. It will start to turn white when it's chemically producing a reaction. And I love these molds, but the problem is they're not symmetrical. So when you put the bells back to back, which is what we're doing, which is why I have two pieces of each, they're not going to be symmetrical. So you're going to have to paint a little bit of the backing that doesn't get covered. But other than that, they're gorgeous. They make great gifts. I can't keep them in my Etsy shop. Now, sometimes you will over pour accidentally. That just means that the resin goes over pieces of the mold that are meant to be clear. So I'm taking just it might be a 2 millimeter diameter hole punch, and I'm going through the place where I would normally put the ribbon. Now, this is a soft bell. I just molded it, and as you can see, before it fully cures, you can get those pieces off. This one I took out quite a while ago, and you're really gonna have to put some force behind it to get that over pour off of those edges. But these make great gifts for that person who's got everything in their life. Now here I'm taking some clear gesso and going over them. It's odd because sometimes, I guess depending on the paint that I'm using, I haven't had to use gesso a few times. So you can use whatever color you want to here. Black, you can use it with texture, although that's going to mute down some of those details. This turquoise is my favorite color, so I mixed up some of it since I didn't have any. Get yourself a color wheel. You will not go wrong. And I even mixed up this pink since I didn't have any that is classically shabby chic. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my favorite gilding paste, which is almost gone. I've just completely killed it. Tuesday I've got some wax actually coming from Prima. But the contrast between gold and turquoise is just unmatched. So you can use silver if you want to, or copper or bronze, but I always stick with the gold when I'm doing turquoise pieces. It just looks good. And the color wheel, if you see where those colors lie, the blue and the orange, where they lie against each other on the color wheel, it makes sense as to why those look good together. Now, I'm doing these for my Etsy shop, and like I said, I haven't been able to keep them in stock. People seem to really respond to the pink and the gold, so that's an idea if you want to give them as a gift. My next bestseller has been the turquoise and the gold. So once I get all of these areas, and you're just hitting the high points, once I get all of those areas done, I found this beautiful gold trim at Hobby Lobby. And I cut it because each bell is unique, one of a kind. I do something different with it, so I cut that bigger piece down and I'm hot gluing it down. The hot glue seems to work with the resin quite nicely, and the wax and the acrylic paint on top. Now these I thought looked like angel wings, and they just looked so cute on the bell. So that's why I added those. But you can do any adornments that you wish. You can use buttons or pearls or rhinestones or more different types of ribbon, or I don't know, stickers if you want. These little flowers I found at Hobby Lobby, they're paper, but they have a cute little glitter on them. So on this one, I'm doing the same kind of trim, but I cut it in a different way so that it would enhance the shape of the bell. And with the scale of the bell, it just looked beautiful right there in that spot. Now these I found on Amazon you can get all different types and flavors and colors, but this is the set that I found. I'll link it in the description below, and I just thought something beautiful needed to go right there on the apex of the bell curve on the top, and that's what I chose. So now I'm just cutting down the edge pieces to the bell. Now when I'm putting these together, oh yeah, I forgot that I put a brad on the bottom of this. It was one that I'd had from years ago, and I took my 10 snips and I just cut off those metal bendy pieces. Yeah, here's where I'm just taking a very thin layer of the glue because I want these bells to adhere as closely to one another as they can, and if I put a thick layer of it, sure, it's going to hold, but you're going to see daylight through the bells, and you don't want that for Christmas ornaments. So it does also mean, however, that you need to work a little quicker because the thinner layers dry quicker. So here are pictures of the finished pieces, and I just thought they turned out so beautiful. You can even decorate the back if you want to. I didn't feel like I needed to for this, but they turned out so pretty. And of course I added a ribbon at the top. Yeah, those little angel wings worked on that, didn't they? Now in part 2, you will see that video next week. I will show you how to make these fantastic boxes. They're the keepsake boxes that go with the keepsake ornaments, and I just lined them with regular tissue paper, made sure everything coordinated. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Welcome to my new subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Are you kidding me?